Obviously not the whole picture, but they found 175 women and girls who'd been either raped, gang raped, or sexually assaulted, or physically harmed in other ways. And 49 of those girls who were raped were children. She said, "We women do not have a choice. There's no alternative for us. If we go by the main road, we are raped. If we go by the bush, we are raped. I was raped, among others, in the same area repeatedly on 3 different occasions. We avoided the road because we heard horrible stories that women and girls are grabbed while passing through and are raped. But the same happened to us. There's no escape. We are all raped." Particularly in this area, there are essentially 3 main groups who the allegations are involved in these rapes, including the national government force. And a lot of these young men who are heavily armed are just waiting around, waiting to be organized into the national army. And this is a very toxic mix. And there are also youth militias, which some of these more official groups ally with. And again, there, you don't necessarily know exactly who they are, and they've been heavily involved as well. There's been very little accountability in South Sudan for what is a chronic, endemic problem of sexual violence against women and girls. Virtually complete impunity over the years. As a result, very little disincentive for these men to not do what they're doing. Rule of law has just not been applied. The authorities have made some efforts, the leaders have made statements that, this shouldn't happen and it's illegal and so on and so forth, but the message clearly is not getting down to the rank and file, and I think until people regularly appear in court and after a fair trial are jailed for significant sentences, this problem is going to continue. The UN has tried to set up with the local authorities what they call mobile courts, including in Bentiu, the main town in this area. And that's had some success. I mean, they have brought some cases, including one of the cases in this actual report where the perpetrator was recognized in one of the camps. He came to visit somebody in a camp and the victim recognized him. He's being convicted. But this is just a drop in the ocean, and there are thousands and thousands of perpetrators. There are officers involved, there are commanders who've got command responsibility, who instead of being investigated and brought to book if their involvement is proved, have been promoted and are still in charge of groups operating in this area who are still raping women.